Do you like NASCAR? Do you like a tribe called Quest? Well, you gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Do you like manwich and nachos? Well, then you'd love the Urban Conservative.
Do you like guns? Do you like butter? Well, you're gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Yo, what's good, son? You like pit bulls, say? You like solving Sudoku puzzles? Then you gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Hey, buddy, if your car making a sound like this, you might want to get you some power steering fluid and check out the Urban Conservative podcast.
Are you repulsed by the idea of drag queen story time at your local library, but enjoy Carol Baskin TikTok memes? Then you would enjoy the Urban Conservative. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Time for Top of the Morning. Best 30-minute morning show on the internet. We made it. We right at 10 o'clock on the dot. Of course, you're watching on Facebook at The Urban Conservative, on Twitter at TU Conservative, on YouTube at TUC Twins. What's good, bro? Top of the morning, sir. Top of the morning, sir, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for rocking with us each and every Monday through Friday for Top of the Morning. If you haven't done so, the website tuconservative.com is where you can support what we do here, which is to share conservative values and principles and the benefits of conservative policies to urban communities across this great, wonderful, and amazing nation of ours. As well, January 25th is going down at Midtown Tavern. I will be hosting a reception with RNC Committee Woman Keisha Brassington, NCGOP Chairman Michael Watley, and Speaker of the North Carolina House, Tim Moore, for yours truly's campaign for U.S. House District 12. Hey, bro, sidebar. If you go to Congresswoman Alma Adams' page, she put up the Law Enforcement Appreciation Day post a whole day late. The whole entire next day she put that thing up. And I went on her page and I put a comment. I was like, hey, you do realize this was yesterday. How long do you think that comment stayed up there?
15 seconds.
It made it like a minute and a half. I went back.
Did you screenshot it?
I did not. I should have.
See what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to screenshot them things. But yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't mind, please go to Ali for Congress. That is ALIFOR, Congress.com. Help us do more in 24 by dropping $24 to help us get the hat lady out. But, bro, your man said, nah, I'm good. Chris Christie's out.
I'm not, I like him more. Like Trump said, I like Chris Christie more.
What?
Trump said he likes him more. Now
what
that
do you
he's
mean?
out.
He likes him more now that he's out?
Yeah.
Huh. All right, so here's what my thing is. And let me just ask you, do you think he thought he actually had a chance?
I would think...
No, seriously.
I would think, yeah.
Like, he woke up and was like, I can win the Republican nomination for president over Donald Trump.
Yeah, he probably.
All right.
He probably did that. Hold on.
What's that?
Hold on.
To somebody about the weather, and he happened to say that she doesn't have what it takes. She'll be creamed in the election. And I mean, I know her very well, and I happen to believe that Chris Christie is right. That's one of the few things he's been right about, actually.
He's relentless. This guy's
absolutely relentless. Yikes. Well, let's take a listen if you don't mind, let's take a listen to Chris Christie's exit speech. Here you go.
This is one of the cooler venues we've been to here, right? And happy to be here in Wyndham. Thank you all for taking the time to come. Glad we're having better weather than we had yesterday. We were up in Rochester yesterday, and it was snowing, like real New Hampshire snow. So it was good to experience that. So thank you all for coming tonight. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your support. You know, we started these town halls the same way. I've started them the same way ever since we were up at St. Anselm's in June to tell you why we're in this race. And we're in this race to tell the truth. From the beginning, we've been in this race to tell the truth. Fact is that as we were watching this race come together, from where Mary Pat and I were sitting at home in New Jersey, we were really concerned that nobody would tell the truth in this race about what's really at stake. And no one would
All right. Do you think he actually is that what he's done the entirety of this time? Is tell the truth? Do you think he was honest?
tell the truth about Donald Trump.
Do you think he's told the truth about Donald Trump?
No.
No one would tell the truth about his divisiveness, his stoking of anger for his own benefit.
So you mean being 90-something charges is his benefit, bro? Yo, do you think the guy benefits from having 90-something allegations, 4 court cases? Yo, if I'm not mistaken, didn't he not accept the presidential salary the whole 4 years he was there? Am I wrong on that?
In putting himself before the people of this country.
I don't know if that's right, Chris. I'm sorry, Mr. Governor. I don't think that's right. I think if the guy was putting himself first, he would have took his money and rode off into the sunset and then lived, you know?
Myself included, who gave him the honor of being President of the United States from 2017 to 2021. Personal ambition is a necessary element for any political candidate.
Wait.
You got to get out of bed in the morning and be able to really believe in your heart that you have something to offer to folks that's better and different. And so I have no argument with people who are involved in politics being ambitious. You need to have it. But it can't be what governs your decision making. Ambition can't be what makes you decide how to do things as a public figure. It could just be the fuel that gets you out of bed.
I had so many jokes about the fuel that gets him out of bed. I just don't want to do it,
Yeah,
bro.
I was like, please don't do it. Please.
I don't want to do that to him.
In front of a room like this, that gets you on the phone raising money, that gets you working for people who you believe in, and gets you working for yourself. I made a political decision 8 years ago when I dropped out of the race in 2016. I looked at the polls and I decided that Donald Trump was going to be the nominee, and that since I'd known him for 15 years, that I could make him a better candidate, and if he won, maybe a better president. I knew his flaws, but I also knew he was going to win the nomination. So I decided.
Isn't he gonna win the nomination this time?
That I would
think he is.
Behind him and support him. I let the ambition get ahead and in control of the decision making.
Wait, did you catch that?
No, one more time.
Get behind him and support him. I let the ambition get ahead and in control of the decision making. And after I figured that out, I promised myself and I promised my wife that I would never, ever do that again. And I'm not going to. So for all the people who have been in this race, who have put their own personal ambition ahead of what's right, they will ultimately have to answer the same questions that I had to answer after my decision in 2016. Those questions don't ever leave. In fact, they're really stubborn. They stay. And so I know how I'm answering those questions. I've never believed that Donald Trump was a foregone conclusion as our nominee in this race. And I knew that the case had to be made against him.
Yo, all right, listen, man. This is worse than listening to paint dry. You have to just, like, this is worse than paint dry. Like, you gotta, Donald Trump on the dumpy. Listen, respectfully. Respectfully. Sir, we can't trust somebody that doesn't exhibit self-control with themselves in the highest office of the land. I can't make that decision. So he was always a no-go for me. I mean, listen. Last night was the we're gonna take a quick commercial break because we gotta talk about this the last night's debate that the ratings are terrible. Just we'll be right back. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here at top of the morning. Hit that share, all that good stuff.
Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Top of the Morning. Best 30-minute morning show on the internet, and Ali wants to jump right in and go.
So Trump, I just got this story from The Hill. Trump hints at VP pick during Fox News town hall. So he did it again while they were having a debate. He did a town hall, which probably, from a ratings perspective, blew the debate out of the water. He knows who he's going to pick. He said,
"Yeah,
I can't tell you that. I mean, I already know who it's going to be," said Trump. So
I think I know who it is too.
It better not be who I think it is.
Who you think it is?
It better not be no Vivek Ramaswamy.
No, sir.
You think it's Haley? Remember, Tucker Carlson said he would fight that tooth and nail. He would work to, not that they
would fight what tooth and nail.
You didn't see that? Where Tucker Carlson said if Trump picks Nikki Haley, he's going to fight his election tooth and nail. I don't think Tucker Carlson has more sway than Trump. I'm sorry.
It would be damaging. It would be damaging. Tucker has a lot of sway with a lot of people. I know people that are very influential that love Tucker Carlson more than they love Trump.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think that's enough of a saber rattle to scare Trump out of a Nikki Haley pick?
Listen, I don't think anything's gonna scare Trump out of anything. Like, to be clear about that. I don't think that's the issue. I think that's the wrong frame around that. What I think it is,
because that is a saber rattle, bro. Don't you do that?
No, listen, no. That's not a saber rattle. That's not how that works, bro. That's not how that works.
Okay.
Tucker Carlson's not a politician, nor is he in politics. So there's nothing that, like, the most he can do is do a video and send it out. It's the most he can do. And put up some money. Let's ask a question. Who has more of those two things?
Trump.
So there's no saber rattling. You nail clipper rattling, my guy.
Ooh, you said nail clipper rattle. Ooh.
Man, you gave him a saber and he's got a nail clipper versus a Abrams tank. Like, I don't know what you're thinking, bro.
So what are you thinking VP pick wise before we talk about this debate? Because I think it's gonna.
You want my honest opinion?
Yeah,
Lee Zeldin.
You think he's gonna go Lee Zeldin?
What I think.
No Byron Donalds? No black person on the ticket?
Nope.
Lee Zeldin? Trump Zeldin 24?
What I think. I could be wrong.
Is that a smart move?
No. No.
Why no? Whoa. Wait a minute. Hold on. Because we love Lee Zeldin over here.
No,
we shout out to Lee Zeldin.
But because, one, you're going to need a woman because the abortion issue needs to be tackled.
Why? It's not a federal conversation anymore.
No, it is a federal conversation because listen, that's the mistake the Republicans made the first time. That response right there lost us New York. That right there. When you answer that question and go, it's no longer an issue.
No, I didn't say no longer an issue.
No,
it's no longer.
Listen,
is not
but
a
that is
federal legislation that is going to come out on abortion.
Stop. But that response is what got everybody the L, because you can't say that. There's nothing a man can say on the abortion issue that's going to work. There's nothing Lee can say. Imagine the messaging on abortion coming from her versus coming from, let's say, Vivek. Like,
all right, so
I'm saying no, it's not a smart move. I think it's an amazing move. I think he's qualified, right? I just don't think it's a smart move, but in so much as, again, the issues that need to be tackled, a woman can tackle the abortion question, whether it's a federal issue and blah, blah. All of that's irrelevant. People want to have the conversation about the issue. So when we as Republicans and conservatives go, well, it's not an issue anymore because it's up to the states and the states decided and the states don't care. That's not what people want to talk about. This is a human issue. So
that's fair, but it is now a state's issue. I don't think that's gonna. The issue is what I'm suggesting is there's nothing for. What do you get up there and say about it? The Supreme Court made a decision to turn it over to the states, and then what?
Again, I'm telling you, that's the mistake. If you keep that disposition, that's gonna not bode well, because then it's like y'all don't care. That's what the Democrats are gonna flip and say. They don't care. Yeah,
I don't know about that.
That's the way I see it. That's because look,
I don't know
if you're not willing to listen to them, and I just don't think a man can have okay. Let me separate it. Okay. Maybe it's not a federal issue, but it is a social, human, political issue in the sense of conversation. The black community is largely affected by abortion. They have a very, very specific outlook on it. Lee Zeldin, or enter any white guy, or any man for that matter, coming to the hood, talking to them about abortion ain't gonna work. Like, it ain't gonna work.
That's my point. You're making my point. But
the response is, well, it's no longer a federal issue. It's a state's issue, and blah, 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 blah. So you didn't have a human response.
No, the response is like what I said when I was asked about this on a radio interview. The response is, I'm pro-life. I believe that we should defend life. I'm for what we passed here in North Carolina, which is a 12-week ban on abortion, barring rape, incest, and the life of the mother. Though that's a reasonable position. Outside of that, what else are we talking about?
Okay, but you're not understanding that the person you're saying that to, if you're saying that to the politically inclined person, they would understand that and go, very good response. I understand where you're coming from.
I was saying that to the people on the radio and in the radio station.
No, listen to me. If you're saying that to someone politically inclined, their response after you make your statement about being pro-life in your position, the only real response you can have to that is, okay, understood. Now I know where you're at on this issue. As a politician, I know what I'm going to get with you. Because this would become the next question. Would you want to see a bill under 12 weeks? Because that's the next question. So there's a 12-week ban. Would you like to see that move to 6 weeks?
I'd like to see whatever we could do to save more babies. That's what I would like to see. Now, that's what I would like to see.
Was that a yes? Like, can we do a 6? I can only imagine a 6-week ban would save more babies.
I could only imagine that. Now, the proper response would be, I've talked to an OBGYN who delivers babies for a living, and he said routinely at 4 to 5 weeks he gets a heartbeat.
So we'd like to see a 3-week bill.
I'd like to see a bill that would save the most babies. That's what I would like to see.
Okay. Now, how many people?
Now here's the reality of it, though, and this is why, in relation to the vice president pick and who he picks for this, you're saying Lee Zeldin couldn't speak to that issue at all and have an effect on women, so he needs a woman to balance the ticket out.
That's essentially what I'm saying. I'm saying, is it smart to pick Lee with the issues that are on the table? Is it politically advantageous? Probably not. But I think personally he's gonna end up being the pick, or at a minimum, if he ends up in that cabinet somewhere, he ends up somewhere, secretary of something, defense, secretary of something. He ends up somewhere.
What about Elise Stefanik? What, maybe her as a pick? No.
That was going to be my second thing. Was either going to be Elise Stefanik or the lady Katie out there, that Arizona lady. What's that?
Ooh.
Hobbs.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Carrie Lake, you're talking about.
Carrie Lake. Yeah, buddy. Watch out. So I'm saying, my 3 picks would be, he's either going to pick Lee Zeldin, Carrie Lake, or he's going to go with Nikki Haley.
If he's a smart guy, which I think he is, and he looks at what happens in Iowa, because I don't think he picks it. When does he have to do it? Is there like a deadline when he has to pick a person?
Yeah, I think so. I think there is. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I think there is.
It'd have to probably be by the time the primary's up.
So also we gotta ask this question. So now that Chris Christie's out, does Vivek drop out? Who else is left?
He didn't make the debate last night. He didn't make.
So, but I'm saying, who else is left on the ticket? So you got Haley, DeSantis,
Vivek. That's what you got.
Is Burgum still on there?
Burgum is polling at less than 1%.
All right. So wait, but who is the Republican who are the Republican candidates right now?
I'm pulling up the list right now.
Yeah, and what they're polling at, and then we'll wrap this up at this point.
So you've got Trump at 61, DeSantis at 12, Haley tying DeSantis, Ramaswamy at 4.6%, Christie's out, and Asa Hutchinson.
What is Asa Hutchinson?
He's not. Yeah, Hutchinson was polling at 0.9%.
That's not good.
Yeah, Burgum, Suarez, Hurd, Pence, and Scott have all dropped out. I mean,
now on the Democrat side, what do you got?
The Joe Biden.
No, I'm saying, isn't Cornel West running for president?
He's running as an independent, and nobody takes Cornel West seriously.
Cornbell West.
Oh, did you hear about the RFK thing? Like how disastrous that's going?
No, I didn't. How disastrous is that going?
Yo, so he had a birthday party set up, right?
Oh, I think I did hear about it.
Yeah, he had a birthday party set up, and they were like, yeah, all of the celebrities are coming to our birthday, except Dionne Warwick, Mike Tyson, Andrea Bocelli, and a bunch of people were like, no, we not. Yo, Martin Sheen, all of them was like, nope, not coming. Never said I was coming, ain't gonna be there.
So wait. I'm confused. What happened?
So, backing out of his own birthday fundraiser gala after celebrity guests Martin Sheen, Dionne Warwick, Mike Tyson, Andrea Bocelli, who were reported to be attending, instead stated that they are skipping it. The gala was to be hosted by Super PAC American Values 24, which backs his presidential candidacy, along with another PAC. Kennedy Press Secretary Stephanie Spear confirmed to CBS News that the independent candidate will not be attending the birthday event. How you don't go to your own birthday party, bro? In late December, American Values 24 shared on X, formerly Twitter, a Daily Mail story reporting the fundraising event to celebrate his 70th birthday and listed 4 celebrities as guests. Warwick responded on X denying she was going and calling the PAC's announcement absolutely ridiculous. Right after that, Martin Sheen, who played the president on the TV series West Wing, took to Instagram and said the following: I do not endorse RFK, nor will I be attending his party. He added that he's wholeheartedly supporting Joe Biden in the Democrat ticket in 24. That's Martin Sheen.
I wonder how many of them are supporting Joe Biden. Like, I'm just absolutely curious how many of them are doing.
Yeah, representative for Andrea Bocelli said, told Rolling Stone, the Italian tenor is not singing at the gala, as Mike Tyson also said he had no plans of attending. So you have places like North Carolina where they've kept any Democrat opposition off the ballot. Like they don't want any opposition to Joe Biden. And the sad part about that is if you look at that last video where Jill Biden had to come get his disheveled self off the stage, bro, it is absolutely horrifying to think that anybody thinks this guy is actually doing a good job or capable of doing it for another 4 years. It's not possible.
No, but we will continue to report and watch the train wreck as it happens, ladies and gentlemen.
So this whole DeSantis, real quick before we cut out, for the folks watching, what were the ratings for this debate last night?
All right. So the ratings have taken a drastic drop. In November, the debates had drew 7.5 million. The third debate was at 7.5 million. All right. The next debate, which was the fourth debate, was only at 4.1 million. This one hasn't even been rated yet.
Oh, no.
There's no rating. That's how bad it was. Oh my God.
No.
Y'all went from 7 million to 4 million. They're like, yo, we not even going to count this one. We not even going to count it.
It's kind of like, for what though? Like,
you know what I think you know what I think the biggest problem was, right?
What's that?
Why nobody tuned in last night? Because there was no Vivek. Say what you want about Vivek Ramaswamy, but he gets up there and he puts it out there. He's he deserves an episode on his own because he has, if you go back and listen to things, he said some pretty interesting things about these folks.
That's fair. That's fair.
But what my question becomes is, after you talk all of this stuff about people,
right, and
it's over, how do you intend to then have a future in politics after shitting on everyone? This goes for everybody, not just him. Y'all get up there and talk shit back and forth about each other, like terrible shit. You say some pretty vile, nasty things to each other. Then you get off stage and somebody wins, somebody loses. And now it's like, hey, Nikki, how are ya?
Nah, bro, it don't work that way.
Yeah, like, what you mean?
I've been very clear. I am not cut from that cloth right there. Don't talk crazy about me or the people that I'm next to, and then assume that we're going to dap it up and go hit the golf course and have an old fashioned together. It don't work that way.
Yo, that's what cracks me up about people saying that all these politicians are just actors and they're not real people. And I'm like, yo, y'all are nuts. Like, some people are just nuts. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back here tomorrow morning for another episode of Top of the Morning. Everybody have a peaceful, blessed, productive, safe Thursday. Make sure. What you got there?
I just had to plug this real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the Cabarrus County area, my good friend Kevin Crutchfield is hosting a very special campaign event. It is on your screen. Go on Facebook, Kevin Crutchfield for NC House to do it, and look at that. But there you go. Kevin Crutchfield for NC House event. Some major people sponsoring that event. We got to get behind him. We need him back in the North Carolina house. That's all I got, bro. That was just
that's what you got. All right. Shouts out to everybody over there. All right. For my twin brother, Dual Ali, I'm Raheem Architect Soto. This has been Top of the Morning right here on the Urban Conservative. Again, have a peaceful, blessed, positive, all the good stuff Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. We out.
Just because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.